Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. My name is Ayman Khan. We've just concluded the Khan Brook press conference, and with me is the one and only Amir Khan's father, Shah. How's life treating you?
It's brilliant, thank you. Great press conference, great turnout, massive turnout here this afternoon. Brilliant. It just goes to show how much interest is in this fight.
It's interesting, obviously, the amount of weight that's been anticipated in terms of fans wanting to get this fight over the line. Shah, can you tell me when Kell Brook first kind of figured in your mind and Amir's mind, way back when?
This fight's been brewing up for a long time. It's been a long time, and unfortunately for some other reasons, nothing to do with the fighters. Fighters always wanted the fight, and for other reasons, the fight never got made. And now Amir, he said, "Listen, I don't care. I want to make this fight. I want to shut him up." Although he's still giving. He's still giving in the weight because Amir's a 147 fighter, and he still gave in and said, "Okay, fine, a couple of pounds. I'll give him extra 149." So the fight's made at 149 now.
So what do you make of the decision of Amir to go with Bomac as trainer of Terence Crawford? Obviously, both fighters have fought. Terence Crawford both lost to him. But in terms of the trainers that maybe were available, what do you think of the decision to go with Bomac?
I think that was Amir's decision. He says his own decision, and I think it was a great decision because I think the training's gone really well for him. No distractions, nobody in the camp except him, the fighter, and the trainers. Nobody else was there. So I think it was a brilliant camp for him. And the results I've seen when he's been sparring, when he's been back, I haven't seen sparring and stuff, and he looked brilliant, and in form and on weight, literally on weight, no problem at all whatsoever. Because, like I said, he's at 149 anyway, so the weight's been brilliant, and he's on weight today.
Amir's always mentioned that kind of Kell's always been disrespectful towards Amir's achievements, and vice versa, to be fair, is what they kind of launch at each other. But do you feel that that's an accurate assessment in terms of how Kell kind of views Amir?
Well, I think so as well, and Amir's not wrong, of course. Amir's achieved, what Amir's achieved? Amir's achieved so much in his career, even in the amateurs, and yeah, there's going to be a bit of jealousy, and that's what it is, unfortunately. Maybe that's human nature, I don't know, but Amir's not jealous of him. What's he achieved? He's not achieved anything. So, okay, yes, he's won a world title, fine, but what's he done? Who's he fought? Look at the record, the kind of opponents he's had. Look at Amir's record, the kind of opponents he's fought. And that says it all.
Do you think that everything's on the table in this fight, wins, losses for either fighter here? Do you think that if either fighter, let's say from Amir Khan's perspective, if he were to lose, do you think he'd be remembered for this loss if he does lose?
I'm sure he would if he'd, but Amir's not even thinking about the loss. I'm being honest with you. He's not even thinking he's not going to lose, you know what I mean? Inshallah, he's going to win the fight, But of course, if something went wrong in the fight, of course he would.
I asked Amir kind of because Bomac said to him, like, you've got plenty of legs left, you could keep going, there's no need to you kind of to pack the bags and maybe finish with boxing. But then I also asked him what his kind of family think of that, and he said that maybe Amir could have retired before, or that they want him to retire. Do you think win-lose, maybe not draw, but win or lose, Amir could kind of walk away from boxing?
Of course, really. Like I said, Amir doesn't need to fight anymore. Alhamdulillah, he's made a lot of money from the sport. He's comfortable. His kids will be comfortable. His grandkids will be comfortable. So he doesn't need to fight anymore. It's not about the money anymore. It's about the legacy, and especially with Kell Brook, it's about shutting him up. That's all.
Were you surprised that when Amir went to shake Kell's hand, that the gloves were off? That Kell didn't take the offer up?
Yeah, I was surprised actually. That's very disrespectful, because this sport gives you discipline. Boxing gives you discipline, and what he did there, I think, is a bit out of order. But anyway, it just goes to show Amir is a gentleman. He's a gentleman, and he wanted to shake hands with him, and he didn't. So he's bitter. Obviously, he's bitter.
Finally, Shah, what can we expect to see from your son in the ring at the weekend?
Amir's prepared for 12 rounds. If he stops him before then, if the stoppage comes to him, he stops him. But he's ready for 12 rounds.
Shah, pleasure speaking to you. Thanks for speaking to Boxing Social. Wish you and Amir all the best. Thank you so much.